Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Um, it's going to be a couple minutes worth of delay past where I said it was going to be because there's a scenario I want to play on the Settle-Carlisle route, but I'm going to be replacing the stock with Armstrong Powerhouse stuff, and I didn't realize that the save would be disabled because RSC is a bunch of stupid assholes and won't let you save any edits you make to their career scenarios. Just God forbid you actually make it better than it is. So if you guys can just give me about 5 minutes-ish, I will work on getting the scenario set up for us. I apologize for the delay, but just sit tight and the stream will start shortly. Just a couple more minutes here, folks. I just got to edit the second part of the scenario, which is not going to take very long because it's a short scenario. So as I said before, please just bear with me here, and it'll just be a couple more minutes. Alright. Sorry, very, very sorry about the delay there. The AI was being a total dipshit, like it normally is in this game, so it took a bit longer to set up the scenario than I thought it would. But we can start now. We're doing Settle-Carlisle default career scenarios with updated stock, so this ought to be fun. I didn't read the description because we're in kind of a hurry here. So... Alright. We are running from Settle to... I think we're going as far as Ribblehead. So this is going to give us a couple minutes here to set up our cab. So master key, neutral, trapper vigilance, DRA can stay on. I'm going to turn up the volume on the game just a lot because it's quite quiet at the moment. There we go. That should be a bit better. Put our headlights onto day, turn our tail lights off. Right, the far end already has its tail lights off. I'm not sure if Ribblehead is a destination that is available for the 158. But we are going to find out. Let me just go to the manual for the pack. No, it's not going to let us open up the manual. Okay, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. Alright, let's go here. Let's open up the manual. Let's scroll down to destinations. Alright, we do have a green signal now. So we will get moving here. Cancel the DVD, turn off the DRA. And we're still not moving. That's cool. Come on. There we go. Alright, so our first stop is at Settle Platform 2 in about 2 miles. Not a very big fan of the Northern Rail livery. Alright, Ribblehead is not a destination, so we're gonna have to say we're Carlisle at this point. So let's enter that destination into the thing. Voltron, see if it's set. Yep, we are good. Good. For those of you who are wondering, I do have a route modification on that updates the track and the trees on the route for the most part. It does look quite good. That's not that great of a screenshot yet. We'll wait till the perfect moment. Alright, Settle is about 1 mile away now. We are going to be late because, you know, that's just the way default scenarios are set up. You can never be early. Ever. You're on a very steep uphill gradient here. So we won't have to do a whole lot of braking. It's kind of going to do it for us. I do have to remember in this locomotive or DMU pack that it does have the advanced physics, so you can get wheel slip while braking, and that will lose us a lot of points. We're about 1 minute late, which isn't that bad. What do I have to talk about this morning? The request to run feature is still available for those of you who want to use it. I haven't had anybody use it yet, which is kind of sad, but that is still a thing. So the link is in the description of the stream. If you want to request a run, that I'll do in one of the next streams. And trust me, I could definitely use with the help, because it took me a long time to figure out what I wanted to run this morning. Alright, here we go. Taking off from Settle. Let's get going here. We're already going to be late, apparently, to Horton and Ribblesdale. So, let's not make it any worse. It's been a very, very, very long time since I've driven on this route. I actually couldn't tell you the last time I drove on this route, honestly. Class 66 just went by us there. The coal train. And we're only going to be traveling about 10 miles in this scenario, and then the trip back is the same distance, so it's not going to be a very long set of scenarios, so I will have time to fit something else in afterwards. I'm just not sure what I'm going to fit in afterwards. anybody wants to use that request to run feature, now would be a great time, because I need some ideas on what to run for the next scenario. It's a very steep uphill gradient, actually. I think this is one of... I feel like I heard once this is one of the steeper ones in Scotland. Wait, this is Scotland, right? I think so. I'm gonna sound like a total idiot if it isn't, but... I think it is. Ah, yes. Back in the days before tunnel occlusion. Excellent stuff. Alright, Horton and Ribbledale. About 3 miles. Also, this model, this livery of this model does feature a working GSMR, but since we don't have a head code provided to us, I don't really feel like coming up with one. So, yeah, that does work. It does. Like you can register. You have to type in all that. It's very cool. They enabled something like that. See some of the updated trees on the left there. Alright, there's Horton and Ribblesdale, about 1.7 miles away from us now. And the gradient changed unknowingly. That's cool. Nice updated horn on this thing. Much better than the default one. Another 158 at us here. I don't know why, but for some reason, RSC decided to make a 3-car version for this route. It's really the only one I think I've ever seen running on this route default. It's a 3-car Northern Rail 158, and I don't feel like that's probably a realistic thing. I will not be streaming tomorrow. As what's happening is our power company is going to be cutting the power from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow to do, quote, routine maintenance. So, yeah. There will be no stream tomorrow, sadly. Unless I can squeeze one in the evening, which I wouldn't count on. But I might stream a different game over on Cab Gaming for a change, maybe. I have been very much slacking off on that lately. So maybe I'll do that later in the evening with either Eric or my girlfriend. It depends. Alright, there we go. Gonna get the right of way. And we will now be proceeding to our last stop at Ribblehead Platform 2. Then after that, we'll go back in and play the second part of the scenario. And then we'll play something after that. I'm not sure what it'll be. Not sure what it will be. Maybe something, really not sure, actually. Maybe something on London to Faversham. Something. Maybe. If you guys are liking what I'm doing with the live streams lately, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Kind of show your support that way for me. I would very much appreciate that. And like up the live streams, like up my other videos if you like those. I would very much appreciate that, as always. Passenger view here. I love the sounds on the inside of this thing. Alright, we're about 3 miles away from Ribblehead now. Not very long at all. Not a whole lot of people watching today, and I'm not sure why. I had quite a few the other day. It's too bad. Unfortunately, during this scenario, we will not be running over the Ribblehead Viaduct. Oh, look at that! We actually did have a head code. Silly me. What am I doing with my life? Jesus. That's awkward. Well, I guess we'll have to use the head code on the way back. I was wrong. I didn't actually look at the service number on the map. Got a 6 Echo 68. New Cumnock to Drax, apparently. Actually, a bit early by the looks of it. So that's a good start. The sounds in this pack are just something else. It's really, really great. Since we're running a bit early, we can take it a bit easy on the driving. We don't have to be like driving Nazis, which will be nice. Okay. So apparently visual alarms does not work for AWS. That's good to know. I don't think that'll put us off too bad, though. Nah, we're still okay. Passengers would be quite angry with us, but all's good for now. Let's just get a nice little scenario here. Or not scenario, what the hell am I talking about? Screenshot here. Boom. Nice. Excellent. And here we go. Button. Hey, I see you, Joe, in the chat. Welcome, welcome. And once we finish boarding passengers here, scenario is going to end, and we will go play part 2, which is the southern journey between Ribblehead and Settle. So it's the opposite of what we just did, which will be fun, I suppose. Oof, oof. We only got 842. Oof, that's rough. Oh well, whatever. Apparently, Joe says that the AWS visual alarm doesn't work in the 158, which I guess I shouldn't complain about because it's realistic. So let's go down and let's do part number 2, which apparently is only 15 minutes long. And in the description it says that there won't be any northbound traffic to compete with, but there is. I put some in because a scenario without AI is essentially pointless. So gonna have some fun with that. Good evening, driver. After performing a reversing move here at Ribblehead, you have arrived back into platform 1. Please release the doors so that passengers step aboard for their return journey. Set up our cab here. Get our headlights on, tail lights off. Alright, let's see what our service number is. We are 2 Hector 09, or Hotel, or whatever the hell the H is. So we are a Leeds-bound service. So I am going to take a look at the manual. Well, John there says, how about something not British for the second run after this? Well, if you can find me something that's actually somewhat decent from the United States, I will. Something that's actually halfway decent, which 99% of American DLC is not. Yes, I know I'm from America. I'm well aware of where I was born. But I just do not very much like American trains much anymore in Train Sim. Alright, let's 119. That is Leeds. Head code is 2 Hotel 09. We can start moving while we do this. Question mark, can we? Oh, duh, the DRA is on. That would do it. That may be why we couldn't move anywhere. 2 Hotel 09. That signal, whatever. 1, 2, 3. John, you know that there is absolutely no way in hell that I am ever going to run 844. Not a chance in hell will I ever run that thing. Several reasons, because A, it lags the hell out of my computer, so that's that, and also, it's a bitch to drive, and I'm not very good at driving just the default Steam engines. So, yeah, Joe's right. I mean, decent and actually doable. Come on. Okay, so apparently I'm not allowed to type in the chat anymore. My keyboard is just, there we go. Don't even really have to use much throttle here. We can just kind of coast down the hill, which means stopping is going to be a little bit more tricky than normal because we are on such a steep downhill gradient. Might be easy for you, John. Not easy for me. Damn it! I'm speeding again. will say, I mean, with the foliage updates with those nice new Radio Master trees and the updated track, the route does look a little bit better. I'm really not a huge fan of this route, honestly. It's it's kind of boring to me. But I mean, I do need to give it a couple chances once in a while, because I mean, it's not bad by any means. Probably going to overshoot this station if I'm completely honest. I usually do. We're just a couple seconds late. Nothing major for a change. Oh, look, we're making friends in the chat now. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Good job, children. Yeah, we're gonna overshoot, I'm pretty sure. Unless this thing has, like, miracle brakes on it. And apparently it has miracle brakes on it. Apparently we have a 158 standing there at a signal. Shut up, John. Yeah, the signal must have just turned green. So here she comes. Get it? Here she comes. I'm such a genius. Alright, now we are headed to Settle. Last stop of the scenario. Damn, we're still gonna have a little bit of time. So yeah, please guys, try to find something for me to run in the next scenario, because I really have no ideas at this point. I really don't. My plan was to do a run on the updated Portsmouth Direct line, but I don't know of any good scenarios for it. So, yeah. John, the RS-11 is boring. The only place I can run that is on Horseshoe Curve. And Horseshoe Curve is like the most boring route of all time. I don't have any of the reskins installed, John, and I'm not going to install them in the middle of a stream. I can't really think of anything American that I really want to drive. Actually, I could do a run with the P30CH on Miami to West Palm Beach, because I do have custom sounds installed on that. So maybe. We shall see. No, I don't have U30C sounds on it, because I don't have the U30C. I actually put, I put the NS Big 7 sound pack on it. I'm aware that it's not the most realistic thing I can put on an engine like that, but it's a lot better than the ones that were already on it. So there's that, you know. Joe, the answer to that question, I believe, is hell yes. I am super aboard the hype train for the 170 pack. The problem with that is going to be getting the money to buy it, because I don't really have any money. I might have to scrounge up a couple bucks to grab it, because it is definitely, for me, a must-have. So it looks really good from what I've seen on Facebook. Pretty hyped for it. Looks like they've done an incredible job on it, because that thing is just such a piece of garbage to drive in the game as it is. So that's going to be great. I'd be more hyped for the BL&E if it wasn't set in the frickin' 1920s Steam era. Like, I kind of wished what they did was kind of more generalize the era, so you could kind of run whenever you want. Because even if somebody was to do like the SD45T2 reskins for it, it's gonna look out of place as shit on a route from the 1920s. That's the only problem I can think of at this point. It looks good. There's nothing wrong with the look of the route. You know. But, you know, that's just my personal opinion, I guess. To each their own. To somebody who likes Steam, I mean, it's going to be great, but... Now, Joe, just a question about the 170 pack. Is it going to work for that one Goblin DMU for the Goblin lines? Because I think it's going... I think it does. I'm just not entirely sure, and I kind of need a second opinion on that. And Joe, for you, it might be the most enjoyable piece of garbage, but for me, it's a piece of garbage I haven't touched. I haven't touched those things in, like, a very, very long time. Very, very long time. I couldn't even tell you the last time I used it. Alright, here we are at Settle. We've reached our destination. Going to turn the locomotive off. Turn marker lights on only. Alrighty then. Like, isolate the DVD, turn on the DRA. That should be it. Ah, because that Goblin Lines one needs a lot of work too. Maybe they'll come out with something eventually. All right, so guys, yeah, help me out. Actually, no, never mind. I had the idea of the P30. Let's see what we can find on the Miami to West Palm Beach route. That's fairly short. I don't want to do like a 60-minute career scenario now. Jesus. So let's see what we can find. All right. Let's see. All right, so this is the one I remember being a pretty good scenario. The take me out to the ball game one. All the Dash 8 scenarios are too long to do right now. So, all right, I guess we're playing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. P30CH will be our locomotive. Got a 35-minute duration, easy. Two local teams are playing baseball in Miami today. Run Amtrak 702 down to Miami Amtrak Station, where passengers will catch a shuttle to Marlins Way. So it must be the Miami Marlins and the Tampa Bay Rays playing a game there. God damn, I wish it was baseball season, because that means it's warm outside. I wish it was warm outside. I wish it was summer. Alright. Just gotta wait for this to load now. Train Simulator 2017. Loading Simulator 2017. Ow, that's loud. Ow, 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 ow. God damn game. Why you gotta be like that? Jesus Christ. Alright, open the doors and allow passengers to board here at Fort Lauderdale, Broward, before departing.